thinking through if I have an electric vehicle, especially if it's not a hybrid, and the power goes out, I can't charge my vehicle, and then I'd be stuck. So a lot of questions about electric reliability, and one of them very pointed, saying, can't you just bury all the lines? And if you buried all the lines, wouldn't that fix the reliability problems that we have here in Detroit and Michigan?
You know, I've been in this industry for over 30 years, and it's always a question that comes up. And the answer is you could bury them, but it wouldn't. The minute you finish burying them, everyone say, how come you buried those lines? So a couple of facts to understand. First of all, to bury those lines, think of this. So think of where you see all these overhead lines that go across streets and things. Every single one of those streets in the state of Michigan would have to be dug up for some period of time to underground those lines. I mean, it would be a political nightmare. Not only the cost of doing that is just totally prohibitive, but then from an operational standpoint, think of it this way. So Superstorm Sandy, New York City has virtually all of its lines buried. It took forever to get them back because you flood out those lines and it takes forever to replace them. Not like you just put the wire back up. You got to find where it is. You got to dig it up. You got to replace the cable. By the way, that cable's sitting underground in a wet environment for 20 or 30 years. It doesn't last the 40 or 50 years that your overhead wires are going to last. The overhead wires are easy to figure out which one's getting frayed. And so there are benefits of both technologies. And utilities over the years have tried to match whether underground is the best for the application or whether overhead. Underground is not the solution to outages. Your outages may be less frequent, but they will be much longer if you have a completely underground.